channel, and if you're new, hey, what's up? My name is Tanya, and thank you all so much for joining in and watching this video. As always, there will be timestamps listed down below so you can jump around, and if you like what you see, smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and thumbs this video up. I do try to post 7 days a week, sometimes a couple of times a day. You just never know, so having that notification bell turned on and on all really goes a long way to ensure that you receive all video notifications. Now this video shout out goes to Clara Woodard. Clara, oh my gosh, welcome to the Fawn family, Fawn squad, Fawn community. It is so awesome to have you be a part of this community. Thank you so much for watching my videos, for commenting. You've been commenting a lot and I appreciate it so much, and you're being so sweet and positive and just wonderful, and I'm so happy that you've subscribed and joined this amazing family and that you are being active, because everybody will pick up on that really quickly and you will have a big warm welcome and you'll make a lot of friends really quickly. So thank you so much for smashing that subscribe button and interacting and watching and everything wonderful that you're doing. I just want to give you a hug. Here's a virtual one, and welcome. Now this video is on Violet Voss's Flamingo Eyeshadow Palette. First of all, I still haven't even reviewed her last release that is sitting in a haul box, the Girl Boss, I want to say. Is it Girl Boss? That palette. But I thought this one is so summertime that I'll start with this guy and I'll, make my way around a few different brands and then hopefully get to the Girl Boss one sooner rather than later. I think that's what it's called. I'm really blanking right now. I think it's something like that though. But this palette is so beautiful. It is so summertime. I think that this is like screaming summer the most out of all of my summer release palettes that I have so far. Even the packaging, like just, it's so awesome. I love it. So you have a massive mirror, and this is like a book too, which I really appreciate. Like I love everything about the packaging. And then you have these colors. Oh, they're so good. They're kind of like a caked up version of different pastels. It's really unique. I'm not a pastel eyeshadow girl at all, and like I started with this pastel for a transition shade. I worked with Watermelon, Beach Ball, Tidal Wave, Bikini, and Seashell, and they are all so pretty. That's why I ended up doing like a cotton candy eye today. I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. There's so many colors. How can I play with the most colors? My eye went to Donut, Bikini, Tidal Wave, and Pineapple big time. Those swatches are so beautiful, and the transition shades are so gorgeous. Violet Voss's formula is really spectacular. It's very creamy. It's super easy to work with. I've never had a palette from her that I haven't liked yet, and I own almost all of her palettes. She makes great eyelashes, glitter, highlighting palettes. Like, she makes good products. The only thing I haven't liked from Violet Voss is the liquid highlights. The containers were so beautiful, but I couldn't get them to perform right on my skin. But everything else I've tried from the brand, I just adore. And this palette is so different for what we usually see in Violet Voss releases, and I love that it's so different. Like, you just don't have this kind of color scheming in her other palettes, and it's so spring and summer. Like, if you guys really crave the spring summer colors and vibrancy and just, this is it. This is it. It's so pretty. Obviously you have to like color. There's not really too much neutral in here. You can get a neutral look. I mean, you can do like a yellowy orange or light pinks, like and there's a cream and a black. So I mean, you could make it work. It just wouldn't be worthwhile for you to get this palette if you don't like dabbling in any kind of colors aside from that. But these metallics are so pretty, and the mattes are so buildable. You can have a very light wash of color. Like, you can make even that first transition shade that I used be so subtle, or you can build it up, and I built it up. I wanted to try to get as much payoff as I could. And then I ended up trying to create purple under my lower lash line by just mixing some of the shades together because there isn't actually a purple transition shade in here. And I just think it performed really well. My only issue really is Popsicle and Sunbathe swatch very closely. I don't know if it'll perform differently, but swatches are pretty indicative of the color itself, and you can see that they're very close. This one's obviously deeper, but when they're swatched side by side, there is not much of a difference at all. So that's probably the only thing. They could have popped in one other color, like maybe a purple or something, instead of having those two, because they do look different in the pan, like just, you know, one's a deeper version, but they really don't swatch differently. But aside from that, this is bomb and I love it. I just think it screams summer and spring, and it's just so good. So if you guys want to see swatches, see how to get this eye look, see everything in action, then just keep on watching. Alright, I'm finally getting to the Violet Voss Flamingo Eyeshadow Palette. I've been wanting to play with this baby since it was being teased. I was so excited, and now I can't even remember what it looks like on the inside. I just know that I was so drawn into the color scheme and I loved it right away. But there's been so many palette releases that I was trying to figure out which ones to get on first, and I can't wait anymore. I need to see what this one is like. I'm a huge Violet Voss fan. I have loved, I think, everything that she has put out with the exception of her liquid highlights. But I have like all her palettes, I have glitter, I have lashes, oh my gosh, highlights, like not liquid ones. Like, I love the brand. It is also a cruelty-free brand. And you get a net weight of 36 grams or 1.26 ounces. And that is it. So I guess we're just gonna get into it. That's super fun. This packaging is for real. Oh, this is kind of like a book. I like that. Oh, this is why oh my gosh. Ah, these colors. Oh, that purple. My eye went here immediately. That looks like a duochrome. That is insane. That pink is beautiful. Oh my gosh, right now. This is gorgeous. You get a nice size mirror on the side. Guys, this is really good. 20 eyeshadows, and it's a mixture of mattes and metallics. On its face, it doesn't appear to have any satins. So I'm going to get to swatching this. This looks like the best palette she's ever launched, and I will be right back. Wow, this palette is stunning. I think that this is the most on-point summer release that I have ever picked up. This like just screams summertime. I mean spring too, but this is just perfection. I really think she's the first company to totally get a summer release right on the color story. Look at these colors. This just screams spring and summer, and I am in love. There are a couple of shades over here that are a little bit deeper and definitely more geared towards fall winter, but I would say like 17 of these shades out of the 20 are just perfection for summer. And I am in love with the pink, the purple, this bluish green, this yellow gold. I mean, even these are really pretty too, and the mattes are stunning. These shadows are the stereotypical Violet Voss formula. They are very creamy, very pigmented, like I mean so creamy. Her formula is beautiful. So we have Flamingos, Donut, Flip Flops, Bikini, Oceanfront, Tidal Wave, Beach Ball, sorry, Watermelon, Lemonade, Pineapple, Popsicle, Sunbathe, Now, in the pan, these two shades do appear to be a different color. When you swatch them, I don't see much difference at all. Popsicle looks darker in the pan, but there's really not much of a difference. I think that that could have been, you know, done without. And then we have Surf, Coral, Island, Sand, Seashell, Pinwheel, Sandals, and Sunnies. So as usual, I don't know what I'm gonna use because like 4 of these metallics for sure are screaming at me. So I'm gonna go prep and prime my eyes and I will be right back. Alright, starting with my Carity E31, I'm going to go into Oceanfront and start building the crease. There's not any kick up. Wow, that first shade is so pastel, but you can build up that color so beautifully and it's even. There's no patchiness. It's really pretty. Now taking my Luxie 231 small tapered blending brush, I'm going to go into, I think, watermelon. Yeah, let's go into some watermelon. The more I'm digging in the shade Watermelon, it has the littlest bit of gold sparkle in it, but it's not showing up on the eye, so it's completely fine as a transition shade because it's kind of like those black colors that have gold sparkle in them. They look so beautiful when you swatch it, but then you go to put it on your eye and the sparkle just disappears. That's kind of what's happening with this Watermelon shade. I'm not really seeing any gold. I'm catching like maybe one sparkle and that is it. And then when I looked at my swatch more closely, you can see really fine glitter in the swatch, but it really does not translate. So I think it's a perfect transition color. And if you were hoping to have the gold in it, I don't think it's going to show up. But moving on, so I'm taking my Marc Jacobs The Crease brush and I'm going to go into Beach Ball and really deepen up the crease. Now taking my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, I'm going to put a pump on the back of my hand and do a cut crease using my Sigma Cut Crease E62 brush, dipping it on both ends and then working from the base of the eye upward. taking my MAC 242, I'm going to go into a Bikini. I will intensify these after I just place it over top of the concealer. And now taking my MAC 242 into Tidal Wave. Now sticking with a MAC 242, I'm just grabbing another one. I'm going to grab some Seashell and pop that over top of the purple. Now taking some Too Faced Glitter Pop Peel Off Liner in Fairy Queen. I'm going to put this in the crease. Alright, I finished up my face and I tested out some new products, so I'll go over those. I grabbed a bunch of goodies from Kohl. So first I tried their Moisture Foundation. Now this line is made in Japan, so the makeup is very different in Japan versus America. It's geared to be more natural, radiant, very youthful, more minimal. So I don't actually think this is a foundation. It went on really light and then I kept blending it in and it turned into my skin tone and it just kind of really moisturized, evened things out a little bit, but there wasn't coverage. So I think that this is a fantastic primer. So that's how I'm going to use this, especially in the winter. And if you guys have dry skin, I think you would love this as a primer. So now I'm wearing the Aqua Foundation in the shade 012, and it's like a shade too light for me, but again, the way it kind of works as you're blending it out, it's not too bad. This is definitely like a medium coverage maximum. You can have it sheared out more than medium, but I did build it up and you can see a little bit of my sunspots still, so it's not, you know, full coverage, but these are weightless. I have both on because I just didn't see a point in wiping this off. It was just, you know, essentially clear, and I don't feel like I have makeup on. It is so lightweight. It's not settling into my smile lines. It's not emphasizing any kind of fine lines, wrinkles, nothing. It is just so hydrating and nourishing. I'm really enjoying it. And then their I have no idea. Sheer Lucent Powder is also really beautiful. It goes on and it's super smooth. It sets everything really well. It doesn't make your eyes look crepey or exaggerate anything. This is a really beautiful powder and it's in a really nice container too with a mesh on it to keep it, and you get a nice powder puff too, but to keep it cleaner. And then it has a really nice big divot, so if you're pouring the powder out, it's just a very smart design. I wish all setting powders had this component for packaging. It's really good. And then the Moisture Fit Concealer, I grabbed 02. This shade wasn't my shade. It was darker than the foundation and very peachy, but it just somehow worked with the under eyes, and I can't explain it, but as you blend it out, it kind of works with your skin tone too. I don't understand these products. I just really wanted to try them out and I love it, but I don't understand it. It just works really well. And what triggered me buying it is that Kohl has made me an affiliate. And I'm like, well, I need to try some products out. So I ordered all these different products and it's just nothing like what we're used to, but it's really good. And they have skincare too. So now that I'm seeing how like the foundations and everything are infused with skincare, so now that I'm seeing what this feels like and how beautiful it is, I want to try their skincare too. And then the last thing I picked up from them is their My Banshee. It will be listed down below. Contrast Powder Glow, and both of these are really beautiful. The contour, these are so creamy too, by the way, like one of the creamiest face type of powders I have ever felt. The contour is really beautiful. It's a little bit more natural, but it's still there. It's nice. And then the highlight you can't see anymore. It's a very, I did a mini video on this, a very glowy, natural, probably the most natural highlight I have ever tested out, and I really do like it. I just love to blind. But if I had some kind of an occasion where it's inappropriate to highlight this intensely, you know, I had to go to court or something, certain clients that I may know ahead of time that I need to tone it down for, this would definitely be the highlight I would grab because it's just beautiful. But since this is a video, I then tested out the ABH Dream Glow Kit. I've had this for freaking ever and I haven't had a chance to test it out yet. And this is not for the faint of heart. This is blinding and intense. I do have two shades on. I have Wish as a base and down my nose, under my brow bone, inner corner, and then Unicorn as a little bit of a spotlight. And you can actually make these not like bam in your face, but they're still pretty bam in your face, and then you can build it up to this kind of a glow. The formula is weird on this. It is very creamy, but it does kind of crumble like a little bit when you're putting your brush in. I can't explain it. You'll see in that video, it's weird. And then it's like, I want to say there's glitter in it, but then there's not glitter in it. But this is the weirdest face day I think I've ever had between the Cogen Dough, and this is unlike any glow kit I've ever put to the test. So I don't know, but it performed really well. It's just a little bit dusty, I guess. It's strange. It's so strange. I don't know how to explain it, but it is really nice. So everything else will be listed down below, and I totally forgot to put on blush. I just realized that. Oh, yep, that happened. All right, we are going blush free today. Now we can work on the lower lash line. Taking my Wayne Goss number 20 brush, I'm going to go into Ocean Front and smoke that beneath the lower lash line. Now taking my MAC 212, I'm going to go into Beach Ball and get that nice and tight to the lower lash line. Now taking my Wayne Goss number 20 brush, I'm just going to blend this. Now taking my Luxie 111, I'm going to go into Watermelon. Now I'm going to take this Wayne Goss number 4 brush and just blend some more. Trying to get this to be really purple, and it's not blending the way I wanted it to blend. Now taking my Wayne Goss number 20 brush, I'm going to go back into Beach Ball. Now taking the Too Faced Glitter Pop Peel Off Eyeliner in Fairy Queen, I'm going to put some of this on the lower lash line, inner corner. Thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this little cotton candy eye look and this whole little spring summer palette, because I am loving it. So please thumbs this video up if you liked it. Please share it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye guys.